She is no more. Chapter 1. The Empty Side of the Bed. Thomas Reed woke up to silence. The kind of silence that screams into your soul. The kind that makes your chest tighten. He reached for her, out of habit. But her side of the bed was cold, empty. He opened his eyes and stared at the ceiling. She is no more. The words echoed inside him every morning. Since that day, Lena, his wife, best friend, soulmate, was gone. It had been 3 months since the accident. And Thomas still didn't know how to breathe without her. Chapter 2. The Last Day. It had been a rainy Wednesday in late March. Lena had left for the grocery store after breakfast. "I'll be back in an hour," she said, kissing his forehead. "Don't burn the toast again." They laughed. She never came back. A drunk driver ran a red light. Thomas got the call at 3:47 p.m. He still remembered the sound of the paramedic's voice. Clinical, cold. "I'm sorry, Mr. Reed. Your wife didn't survive." That moment split his life in two. Before Lena died and after Lena died. Chapter 3. The Letters. A week after her funeral, Thomas found the letters. She had left them in a box in the closet, labeled "For Tom, if anything ever happens." His hands shook as he opened the first one. "My love, if you're reading this, I'm gone. I hate that. I hate even writing it. But I know you. You'll close yourself off. You'll disappear. Please don't. Please keep living. Start with one thing a day. I'll leave you a list. Love always. Lena." There were 10 letters in total. Each one had a task. Take a walk. Make pancakes. My way, not yours. Visit your sister. Go see the ocean. Plant sunflowers. Watch our wedding video. Cry. Laugh. Say my name out loud. Let me go. Chapter 4. Step 1. The walk. It was the first time he'd left the house in a week. Thomas walked to the lake where he and Lena used to feed ducks. The world felt strange, too loud, too alive. Everywhere he looked, she was there. Her favorite bench, her footprints in the path, the echo of her laughter. But something inside him loosened. She had walked here, and now so had he. Chapter 5, Step 2, Pancakes. Thomas wasn't a cook, but Lena had always made pancakes on Sundays. Shaped like hearts and smiley faces. He burnt the first batch, but the second came out just right. He sat at the table, poured too much syrup, just like she did, and whispered, "I miss you, babe." Then he smiled. Chapter 6. Step 3. Family. Thomas hadn't spoken to his sister Beth since the funeral. He drove to her house unannounced. Beth opened the door and pulled him into a hug without saying a word. They sat on the porch, drinking coffee, crying a little, laughing a little more. "You look better," Beth said softly. He nodded. "I'm trying." Chapter 7. Step 4. The Ocean. Lena had always loved the sea. They used to go every summer. She'd collect shells like they were treasure. Thomas drove 6 hours to the coast, walked along the shore barefoot, and whispered her name to the waves. He tossed one of her letters into the water. "I brought you back home," he said. Chapter 8. Step 5. Sunflowers. Their backyard was empty now. Lena had dreamed of planting sunflowers along the fence. Thomas went to the nursery and bought 10 pots. He spent the afternoon digging, planting, watering. When the last seed was in, He stood in the sunlight and smiled. "Oh, hey," he said. "They're here." Chapter 9. The Dream. That night he dreamt of her. She was sitting on the porch, wearing her favorite blue dress. "Hey, stranger," she said. "I planted your flowers. I saw. I miss you." "I know, but I'm still with you." She reached out and touched his hand, and then he woke up. Chapter 10. Step 6. The Wedding Video. He hadn't watched it in years. Their wedding was simple. Just close friends, family, and too much dancing. He sat on the couch, remote in hand, and pressed play. There she was, alive, radiant, laughing like the world was magic. He cried. But this time, it didn't feel like breaking. It felt like remembering. Chapter 11. Step 7. Cry. He cried all night. For the moments they didn't get. For the kids they never had. For the life they were supposed to grow old into. And when morning came, the tears slowed, and he felt lighter. Chapter 12. Step 8. Laugh. Beth sent him a video of Lena doing karaoke, singing horribly, dancing wildly, owning the room. Thomas burst out laughing, for the first time in months. Then he watched it again, and laughed harder. Chapter 13. Step 9. Say her name. He stood in the garden. The sunflowers had started to bloom. He took a deep breath and whispered, "Lena." The wind blew softly, like she was answering. Chapter 14. The Final Letter. The last envelope sat on his nightstand for weeks. He wasn't ready. But one quiet evening, as golden light poured through the window, he opened it. "Tom, you did it. You lived. You let yourself feel. You remembered me, but you didn't let it drown you. Now comes the hardest part. Let me go. I'll always love you. But it's okay to love again. You have more life to live. Please live it. All my heart. Lena." Chapter 15. The Woman at the Cafe. Her name was Rachel. He met her at a coffee shop where Lena used to order hazelnut lattes. Rachel was reading a book by Thomas's favorite author. They talked about stories, grief, and healing. He didn't fall in love immediately, but he smiled again, and it was enough. Chapter 16. 1 year later, the sunflowers were tall now. Thomas visited Lena's grave with a bouquet of them in hand. He sat for a while, talking to her like she was there. Then he said the words he had feared. "I'm okay." He stood up and walked away. Chapter 17. She is still here. Lena may be gone, but she's still in the wind, in the waves, in the laughter and tears, and in the love that follows grief. Because love doesn't die. It simply changes shape. She is no more, but her love never left.